So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
Okay, so the past 3 or 4 days, there's been a lot of rumors about Deshaun Watson potentially being on the Patriots. There's a lot of different components to this rumor, and I'm going to touch on all of them. Let me just start this off by saying these are all just rumors, and it's a lot of speculation, but at the same time, I also do think that this is a possibility. I'm not saying it's likely, but there's a chance. This isn't listed in any order of importance per se. That's kind of up to your interpretation. Vegas came out with odds for who will be the Patriots QB not this year, but next season for the 2021 season. And Deshaun Watson has the best odds. There's multiple sources saying this, and it's on a bunch of different sports books. Deshaun Watson is listed as the favorite to be the 2021 Patriots quarterback. Even if it is just a rumor, just saying that out loud is so damn exciting for a fan. And obviously, it's gambling, right? You gamble. Gambling and sports books are not reliable sources. However, they make money based off of them being right and you being wrong. They're not just guessing. To a degree, the people at Vegas, they have sources here and there. They have to have something, right? They're not just pulling stuff out of their ass. And if they have sources or whatever people they know, however they're getting their information, if that's the information that they're getting, then that's exciting. Another thing that happened yesterday was Deshaun Watson himself liked a tweet about the Patriots calling him. He put out some Drake lyrics. Somebody quoted the tweet with more Drake lyrics and a picture of Bill Belichick on the phone. Deshaun Watson liked that tweet. And you can read into that a lot. You can read into that a little. At the end of the day, it is just social media. But the fact that he's acknowledging that, and he knows what he's doing, right? He knows that if he likes that, people are going to see it. People are going to talk about it. It's going to be a story. So he could just be playing into it and hyping up the rumor, but I think there also is some value in that. I think there could be some real interest there. Another reason why there should be interest there is because it's the Patriots, right? I mean, we still have the greatest coach of all time. They still have the system. The Patriot way is still present. Theoretically, if Deshaun were to come here, they'd be at the top of the league, right? They would be right up there with the best teams instantly. The moment Deshaun signs those papers, they would be contenders. This is the last year of Deshaun's rookie deal, right? Since he has been drafted by the Texans, they have done absolutely nothing to help him. Bill O'Brien has made bad move after bad move. He's coached some really bad playoff games, most notably this past postseason against Kansas City when they were up by 24 and they choked it away in basically one quarter. They were up by 24 and they ended up getting blown out. Those two sentences should not go back to back. Even recently, they just traded arguably the best receiver in the league in DeAndre Hopkins to the Cardinals for basically nothing. I mean, David Johnson's a good running back, don't get me wrong, but the Texans' offensive line has been awful for years. And that's another reason why I'd be pissed off. Deshaun has been taking a beating over his early years, and I would be concerned about my health if I were him. And him tweeting out those lyrics, those Drake lyrics, that makes me think that he does have issues with the organization and he is somewhat unhappy. And I've seen other rumors indicating that as well. There are a lot of sources that are playing around with this idea, and it could just be, I think part of it could be, they're just trying to stay busy. There's not a lot going on in the sports world right now except free agency and football. So they could just be trying to, keep the clicks up. But I also think that it makes a lot of sense when you lay it all out. Especially when you consider that the Patriots are about to have a lot of cap room. They don't have a lot right now, and they're limited in the amount of moves they can make for this year. But at the end of this year, they should have $100 million in cap. And again, if you're Deshaun, that's an appealing place because you can go there, you can get paid. You should be able to, the Patriots have limited weapons now, but you have money to say, hey, Deshaun, if you come here, we can go out and get a wide receiver that's available that you want to play with. That's a pretty good pitch, in my opinion. So something that could put a foil in all this is the Texans can franchise tag him. They can do that, I believe, up until start of free agency next year. I believe that's how long they have to do that. And that would be, if I was Deshaun and I got tagged, I would honestly refuse to play, especially if, he's not happy there and he wants out. To spend any more time there and to not have a long-term contract when he should would be frustrating. And I would say, look, you can tag me, but I won't be playing. So it'll be, don't waste your time and don't waste your money. Let me leave. But the longer this goes on and the more stuff that comes out, the more I think that Deshaun definitely wants to go elsewhere. I was also seeing other sources saying that, a trade this offseason might even be possible with the Patriots. And then I would assume that they would try and sign him here long term if there was mutual interest, which it seemed like there might be. Like I said, the Patriots are very limited with the amount of cap they have, and if they did try and trade for him, they would do some number crunching and they would make it work. I don't think that's going to happen. I think if anything's going to happen, it would be next offseason. This is still pretty weird for me. All I've ever known is Brady. And now that we're at a point where, we can tinker around with that position, and all these different names come up, it's fun to think about. I'm still upset about the whole Brady thing, but it is fun to think about, what's next, right? We can't sit and be depressed and sulk about him leaving. We still have to move on, and Bill's not done, and we still want a good team to root for. So we have to, Brady made a decision. He moved on. It's going to take time, but we have to move on too. So I can't really help myself getting excited, even if it is just a rumor, at the idea of Deshaun Watson as my next quarterback. Deshaun's extremely talented. He's really young. I think he's 25. If we were able to lock him up long term, I mean, I would look like Brady did at the end of the Seahawks Super Bowl. But yeah, those are my thoughts on that. I do think there's a chance. It is all just rumors and speculation at the moment. But at the same time, if you look, the stuff that seems to be coming out of Deshaun's camp and just where we are going to be as a team next season, it would be an enticing destination for a player that seems like he wants out of his current situation. So for that reason, I am pretty excited. And I think it's a possibility. The only way the Patriots wouldn't be interested is if Stidham absolutely balls out this season. And I like Stidham, and I think he's going to be at least, okay. I can't see him going out there and absolutely sucking. For them to not want or not show any interest in Deshaun Watson, he would have to, he'd have to put up some crazy numbers, like Pat Mahomes stuff. And I would say that's pretty unlikely, especially considering the weapons that this team currently has. Again, don't get me wrong, I like Stidham, but if you're making me choose between Stidham and Deshaun Watson, it's a no-brainer. But yeah, those are my thoughts on that. It's been fun to kind of think about, even if it is just rumors for now. Yeah, what do you guys think? Comment below, let me know. How happy would you be if we got Deshaun? What do you think of the rumors? As always, like and subscribe, and yeah.